Hi everyone, today we're looking at Jurassic Brunch. This follow-up to Jurassic Snack is also a game by Bruno Catala, illustrated by Camille Chaussy, and published by The Flying Games, who sponsored this episode. I hope you're hungry. We're about to feast on delicious leaves. In Jurassic Brunch, two Triceratops teams, blue and orange, are tranquilly eating leaves. Life would be easy if it wasn't for a vicious raptor hiding in the bushes and chasing everyone away. At the end of the game, the player who still has Triceratops on the board, or the player who ate the most leaves, meaning who has the most points, is the winner. Jurassic Brunch may be combined with Jurassic Snack for a larger game experience made for 2, 3 or up to 4 players. You can learn all about this in another episode. Here, I'll focus on Jurassic Brunch by itself, and I'll start with the setup. Start by connecting the 4 pasture boards the way you like. Just make sure that each board is connected to another one by at least one space. For your first play, it is recommended to form a square like so. Both players choose a color, blue or orange, and place 4 of their dinos on the eggs of their color. Keep the 5th Triceratops of each color by the side of the playing area, as well as the raptor, which is not in play at the beginning of the game. Shuffle all the grass tokens and place them face down on all the empty spaces. Setup is done, you can now start to play. The blue player always starts the game with a single action. After that, players take turns and each play 2 actions per turn until the end of the game. There are 4 actions to choose from. A player may peacefully move one of their Triceratops, charge with one of their Triceratops, wake up one of their sleeping Triceratops, or move the raptor as long as it is present on the playing area. Let's see all these actions one by one. A Triceratops always moves in a straight orthogonal line, never diagonal. It keeps moving until it is blocked by another dinosaur or by the edge of the board. If it encounters a grass token, it eats the grass and stops where the token used to be. The player secretly looks at the front of the grass token and places it face down in front of them, unless it is one of the hideout token, which is kept face up. Let's take a moment to review all the tokens of the game and their respective effects. There are 7 different tokens in Jurassic Brunch. The birth token lets you take one of your Triceratopses from outside the playing area to place it on the empty space of your choice. At the end of the game, this token is worth 1 point, as shown by the unique leaf printed on the token. If all the player's Triceratopses are already in play, the birth effect cannot take place. Instead, the player secretly looks at 2 grass tokens anywhere on the playing area. The flower token must immediately be given to your opponent. In return, steal one of their tokens at random. If the opponent doesn't have any face down tokens, just keep the flower face down in front of you and secretly look at 2 grass tokens anywhere on the playing area. At the end of the game, the player who has a flower gets a point. The hideout tokens are the only tokens that you must keep face up in front of you. This means that a flower can never steal a hideout. Not only that, but a hideout can also protect 3 other tokens from getting stolen. To secure your tokens, simply pile them up face down under the hideout token. Note that you can hide your tokens immediately after getting the hideout token, or later during a future turn. But once secured, a token can no longer be used or taken out of the hideout until the end of the game. A hideout token is worth 1 point at the end of the game. The Super Yummy token can be discarded during a future turn in order to earn an extra action. Each unused Super Yummy token is worth 1 point at the end of the game. The stodgy grass tokens are worth 3 points each, but a Triceratops that eats one of them instantly falls asleep. Lay the dino on its side to indicate that it cannot be used until it is waken up. When the "it was a trap" token is found, the raptor finally enters the stage to replace this poor Triceratops which just ate this grass token. Just place the Triceratops in front of you. From now on, any player may move the raptor. More on this in a moment. The "it was a trap" token is worth a whopping 3 points. Finally, the most common tokens are the yummy tokens. These fruits are just fruits. They don't have any particular effects, but are worth 2 points at the end of the game. Now that all the effects are known, let's get back to the possible actions players may take during their turns. We've already seen the Triceratops' peaceful movements and what happens when they decide to eat grass. Let's look at their more aggressive movement when they charge another dinosaur. As just mentioned, the Triceratops can use its horn to charge another dinosaur, friend or foe, and eject it to another empty space on the playing area. To do so, the Triceratops runs in a straight line towards its target, ejecting it to another empty space anywhere on the boards. Note that it is allowed to charge a dinosaur that is on an adjacent space. The third possible action is to wake up one of your sleeping dinosaurs that previously ate dodgy grass. To do this, simply raise the figure to indicate that the dinosaur is back on its feet. Finally, the last authorized action is to move the raptor. Much more agile than the triceratopses, the raptor can move in all possible directions, including diagonals. It moves in a straight line until it is blocked by a grass token or by the edge of the playing area. If it encounters a triceratops, then it takes its place. But don't worry, the triceratops has managed to escape. It is just placed outside of the playing area and will come back and play if the player can find a birth token. The game continues like so. Both players take turns using their 2 actions until one of the following endgame conditions happens. The game stops immediately if one of the players has no more triceratops of his color on the playing area. In this case, that player loses the game, regardless of the amount of leaves eaten so far. The game may also end if there are no more grass tokens on the playing area, or if it's been 2 consecutive turns of play that no player has retrieved a grass token or scared off an opposing triceratops. In this case, players reveal all the grass tokens recovered during the game, including those in the hideout, and count the leaves. Whoever has the most leaves, and therefore the most points, wins the game. In the event of a tie, the player with the fewest tokens wins. And if there's another tie, the victory is shared. And now you know how to play Jurassic Brunch, but remember, it is also possible to combine it with Jurassic Snack for a different game experience up to 4 players, and I'll tell you all about it in the next video. For now, you're free to go graze peacefully, but beware of the raptor if you want to live another day to learn another game. Take care.